Hey guys, I don't plan to make a real long video or one with a lot of editing here for the world of coffee, but I do want to show you a few things, and it's really going to be kind of more just for me, my own personal interests, and if it interests you guys, that's nice too. So first of all, I'm here at the Delonghi stand, and I'm honestly a little surprised that they showed up here because they weren't at World of Coffee last year. Now, the most interesting thing I think at this stand is look at this. Would you believe it? Delonghi finally made their own bottomless portafilter. It only took them like 10 years to do that. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Put that guy back in there. Now, what I would like to say is that, to me, really the most impressive manufacturers here are the Chinese ones. I've seen so much innovation with the Chinese guys, such as Muvna, such as Wendougee. It's nuts. So they're really moving along, the Chinese manufacturers, what they're able to offer. Let's take a look at some of that stuff. All right, so let's take a look, for example, at this Wendougee.
Good. So best of luck to all the competitors.
Wow, that's loud. So anyway, Wendougee is actually 3 Chinese characters, which means something about the season for warm beans. And this is, I think, one of their flagship machines, the data, and the data is pretty nuts. It's got a saturated group head. It's a dual boiler, so you can do steam at the same time as you pull a shot. It's got a hot water outlet on there, and it's got a whole app for a tablet. Yeah, it's hot, saturated, hot group head. It can be plumbed, or it's got a water tank in the back. And the design of this Wendougee data, I mean, it just looks pretty awesome. I really have to admit, in person, it looks very expensive. And in fact, it is not cheap. This cost $3,200 new. But look at this. They got this humongous grinder here as well. Wow. Look at that grinder. Insane. It's got an encoder on it as well, so you know where you're at. Oh, let's take a look. Holy smokers, is that fast? Really, really fast. 18 grams in 3 seconds. Pretty nice. Getting a little demo here, it looks like, so that's nice. I'm going to put that in the data. Clear the group head first. Stick that guy in there. Oh, sorry, I was in the way there. Let's see what that shot looks like. Looking pretty good. Zoom in a little. Oh yeah. Very nice. And you get data at the same time. So yeah, you can really experiment a lot with this guy with the data. 1. Is that volumetric or gravimetric?
25.
Okay, so it's aiming for 25, and it got 25. So yeah, the Wendougee Data 1, pretty insane machine there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for showing. And this guy over here is their somewhat more economical model. This guy's also a dual boiler, but it has a vibratory pump. That one over there has got a rotary pump, and this one should cost about half the price, but it's also got the same app on there, and you can steam and you can pull a shot at the same time because it's a dual boiler. It's a little smaller, and I mean, just look at the side of that, how it's designed. It's really cool. I gotta hand it to these Chinese brands. They're really innovating. They're really making cool looking stuff. They got this grinder over here as well, also from a Wendougee. And man, just look at that knob. Pretty insane. I'm not even gonna play with it, but yeah, it's impressive to me what they're able to do. And they've also got a partner over here. They got Le Brew. These have become quite popular burrs. They're supposed to be really good. I have not tried them myself. But the most insane thing is this grinder right here. So this grinder is really beautiful. Because, do you mind if I take a quick look at this?
What?
Can I just take a really quick look at the grinder?
Manufacturing where?
No, I just want to show it in a video. What's really interesting about this grinder is that it's got a planetary gearbox on the top and it's actually visible. So, man, that is just beautiful. And what you do actually is it's a 3-to-1 gearbox. So 3 turns on the outside equals 1 turn on the inside. And what that does is it makes it easier to turn, but of course it also takes 3 times longer. But wow, that sucker is very heavy. It's a robust, incredible design on that grinder. That's really, really something. The brand is called Sou Sik.
Sou Sik.
Sou Sik, thank you.
This is a man.
It's a man.
Chinese traditional poet. Yeah.
Chinese traditional.
P-O-E-T.
A poet.
Yeah, poet.
A poet.
Sorry.
Okay. A Chinese traditional poet on that grinder. Very interesting. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, really cool stuff at that stand. And just to give a little bit of an overview of the thing, it's a really big hall here in Geneva. And yeah, a lot of cool stuff to check out. Hard to check it all out in a day. You really need a couple of days if you want to see everything. There's the out-in stand. I pretty much have looked at everything that they got. Bun, they're from Illinois, believe it or not, made it all the way over here. So that's pretty cool. But what I want to show you guys is over here, near the Timemore stand. So this stand is called Muvna. You may have heard of them. I know that there have been a couple of videos done on their espresso machine, the hand-cranked one, which is over here. But just the sheer number of products that they have is incredible. This right here is the Mammoth grinder. And this guy comes with either 98 millimeter flat burrs as well as some big conical burrs, 83 millimeter conical burrs. That thing is just massive. I picked it up. It's hard to pick up. It's that heavy. They got all kinds of scales. They got interesting looking milk pitcher right there. They really have all kinds of stuff here. It's incredible. They got a tamper back there that's got a digital display on it and shows you the kilos of pressure that you're applying. And over here, this is the espresso machine that you just crank. I tried it myself. It's super easy to crank. A baby could do it. So yeah, pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. Oh, thank you. It's just water. I'll take a look. Appreciate it. And then they got a pour-over kit here. I mean, these Chinese brands, they're just nuts. They go to town and innovate, and that quickly. And then we got Timemore here. I talked to Kevin, that guy right there in the pink shirt yesterday. Very nice guy. Timemore is a company also based in China, in Shanghai. And they are going to town as well with a ton of products. They got this new line here that's kind of like more fun. This is their nutty grinder. And they got these new kind of grinders as well, hand grinders. Yeah, all kinds of new stuff here too, and you can see that they are also in cahoots with Meraki. They are sharing a stand, in fact, with Meraki. So, yeah, you can see there's a Timemore logo on there. They did develop the grinder for the Meraki espresso machine. So another example of a Chinese company that is just really innovative and going to town and just pounding the designs out. I mean, pretty insane. Now, at the fellow stand, I suppose I would be remiss to not show this guy right here. This is the fellow Espresso Series 1 espresso machine, as you can see there. So a lot of people are wondering, how is the quality on this guy? How does it feel? The sides are made out of some kind of plastic. I don't know what kind. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's going to be, of course, cheaper than these really expensive machines. It feels okay. I haven't tried it myself, but yeah, I think it will be for sure an interesting product.
Just contact them directly.
Let's take a look at the top there. For some reason, it's like there's empty spaces below this mat. I don't know why. The buttons here, the piano buttons are kind of interesting. Water is low, okay. The display is actually bigger than what I was expecting, so that's kind of nice. All in all, I'm sure it's going to be an interesting, probably successful machine. So that's the fellow stand. But what I want to show you is what I think is the most beautiful espresso machine. Let's go find it. All right, so to me, this Sanremo U is the most beautiful espresso machine that I've seen so far. Just the design of it, beautiful. And its texture, take a look. It's got leather on the sides with these kind of metallic dimples on there. Look at the foot extending backwards. The top looks nice. It's got a digital display, so you can do a lot of stuff there, I'm sure. I haven't played with it a whole lot, but if people ask me what is the prettiest machine, I'd have to say this one. Can't afford it, but dang, is it nice. Finally, here's another up-and-coming brand called Wirsh. So Wirsh makes this Geneva grinder, as you see here. They got a whole array of them. Their flagship is this big guy right here. This is the GU78, I believe. And Bo just showed me a whole bunch of their stuff. And yeah, it seems like a nice company. There's really a lot of cool stuff to check out at the expo. A ton of companies creeping on to come up, including a whole bunch of them from Asia. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Until next time, happy coffee drinking, happy espresso drinking.
Alright, and just a few impressions of Geneva. Here's the Jet d'Eau, which is very famous on the Lac Léman. And here's one of the squares in Geneva, the main one I found. And here, a little shopping area. Lots of expensive stuff. I mean, look at this watch.
Look at that sucker. The thing in the middle turns on an axis.
That watch is crazy. I don't even know how much that costs.
It spins on an axis and turns on an axis. Pretty crazy.
And then after that, I stopped in a couple of churches. This one had a youth choir that was practicing for the evening. I thought that was really cool to check out. They were putting on a concert later in the evening. And I'm pretty sure they were singing in French, and that's something I learned about Switzerland that I hadn't known, is that there's a French part, there's an Italian part, and there's a German part, and those are 3 of the 4 official languages of Switzerland. Quite interesting. So I left there and I found some steps back down into the shopping district and actually found the main cathedral on the way back down and took a look in there. It was pretty impressive, large cathedral with nice, impressive organ in the background, and I was really hungry, so I found a McDonald's. That meal cost me 20 bucks. You see so many people on the beach. I mean, thousands of people on the beach. And here's the Jet d'Eau with a rainbow. And then there was actually the Canadians against Americans playing volleyball. This was a girls, I think it was the quarterfinals. And the American girls, they were a pair from University of Florida. They won, so that's cool. And this next sign, any German watchers will think this is kind of funny. Self means drink. And this is the view from my Airbnb, and here is the airport. It's funny because the airport's right next to the bike path. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.